Nuestra siguiente conferencia está a cargo de Sebastian Huth, que nos acompaña desde Alemania. Sebastián tiene como misión ayudar a transformar este mundo en un ideal mejorado donde los humanos puedan vivir juntos en abundancia, paz y de manera sostenible con el planeta mismo. Sebastián es gerente de cuentas claves para América Latina de Biofabric, una empresa con sede en Alemania que ha desarrollado varias tecnologías líderes en el mundo en el reciclaje de plástico y aceite que están cambiando la tierra en este momento. La conferencia que hoy nos presenta es Tecnología de reciclaje de plásticos para una nueva tierra, en donde tocará el tema de la contaminación del planeta y cómo la introducción de las nuevas tecnologías de reciclaje de plásticos y aceites son la alternativa. Demostrará en vivo y detalladamente la máquina que puede lograrlo. Welcome, Sebastian.
How many of you have ever witnessed the gradual increase of plastic pollution on the planet for the last 30 years? Thank you. And how many of you are very disturbed and very concerned about this? Thank you. How many are not concerned about this? And how many of you wish that there was a solution to this problem, a technological solution that really could clean up this mess? Thank you. Welcome. My name is Sebastian Huth, and today I would like to speak about the plastic recycling machine by a company called Biofabric out of Germany. But first of all, I would like to thank all of you for taking your time to watch this video. Everybody in Mexico, everybody in Northern America, Central America, South America, anywhere in the world where you're watching. And of course, I also would like to thank Enver Dessert for making all of this possible for all of us. In the next 30 minutes or so, I'm going to speak about the technology of the plastic recycling. I'm going to speak about the company itself, and we're going to do some live demonstration about it. But is it okay if I speak a little bit about myself? Thank you. Well, as I said, my name is Sebastian. I was born not far away from Berlin in Eastern Germany in 1976. And after the fall of the Berlin Wall, I started traveling around the world, and I saw some of the most beautiful places on the planet. I've traveled from India to South Africa. I've traveled from Russia to China, from Mexico to Chile, 65 countries in the last 30 years. And I love traveling and meeting different cultures. The only thing that I've witnessed over the last 20 years, 30 years, the gradual increase of the plastic pollution. And whether it was on the beaches in Thailand, or whether it was in Germany, all over Europe, it has been something that was really on my mind and has really concerned me a lot and really bothered me. And I really felt uncomfortable of how we really changed this world in one way, in a much better place where people can live in more security and more abundance with one another. But on the other side, there's this major increase in pollution, and this was really disturbing to me. So I started looking for a solution, and in 2019, I found this amazing company out of Germany called Biofabric. And I started working with them and really saw, besides all the other technologies in the sector that are around across the world, they are by far the furthest developed technology in this field. And I started working with Biofabric because it really made my wish come true. And one of the reasons why I love speaking about this today and to people in general is because I'm really fed up with the mess that we all created on the planet. And I really want to help, to really find a solution and really start cleaning it up what we did. So for this, we have not only prepared a small presentation, but also a live demonstration of the machine itself. And I would like you to all sit back and watch and enjoy yourself. And I'm going to start right now with another little explanation about Biofabric and the plastic recycling. Just one second. Switch over here. Yeah, so the company we're talking about today, and which is presenting the machine today, it's called Biofabric. And Biofabric has many different technological solutions in different fields. On the right, you see a picture of a waste oil solution for recycling waste oil. So Is it whether it's old car oil, whether it's boat oil, things like that can be recycled. And Biofabric out of Germany have created this solution, and it's been set up all over the world. People are recycling oil, which is a gigantic problem also on the planet, because people there's simply no recycling for waste oil at the moment. But I would like to concentrate more right now on the waste plastic machine, which you can see on the left. And I have prepared a little bit about this. But in order for you to really understand, I really would like to remind you of what I just said to you, and that is mankind produces about 140 million tons of post-consumer waste plastic every single year. And, as I said, whether this is in Mexico or whether this is in Germany, it doesn't matter. In, many countries in Europe and, around the world are making it very easy, because we are just simply shipping all the garbage and all the trash all over to Asia. But in Asia, the first companies and the first countries have stopped taking the garbage. And there aren't really any solutions. Either people are putting it in the incinerators and burning it, or people are putting it in the landfills, and then that's it. And even Germany is very on the forefront of plastic recycling and everything. But if you look at some of the hills around big cities, you will not notice, but what actually happened like 20-30 years ago, all the dump sites all over Germany, they were just covered with dirt, and and now there's grass on top of it, so people think these are hills, but these are not hills. We just covered up all mess. And whether I talk to people in the Middle East, it's the same problem. Whether I talk to people in Australia or in the United States, garbage, and specifically post-consumer waste plastic, is one of the biggest major problems on the planet. And billions of tons are already piled up on landfills, as I said. And so far, this particular waste has no economic value and causes huge environmental problems. And I told you that I've been traveling around the world for the last 30 years. And I want to give you an example of what I've seen. On the left picture, on the bottom left, you can see a beautiful photo of the island of Easter Island, or Isla de Pascua, which is in the middle of the South Pacific. It belongs to Chile, and it's one of the most beautiful islands on the planet. In the far distance, you see these little statues. They are called the moais, and they're all over this island. And a lot of people come, a lot of tourists from all over the world have seen this island, and they really love going there. However, if you see the picture on the top, I took the time, and I didn't only talk to the authorities on the island. They talked about this problem. I wanted to see it for myself. So I went down to the beaches around the island, and the beaches is full with plastic. And the problem is that it's not their plastic from the island, because they have some very good recycling centers on Rapa Nui, on Easter Islands. But this particular plastic comes from the gigantic garbage carpets, which are piled up in the Pacific Ocean. And slowly but surely, all these bits and pieces, they are washing against the shore, and it's a disaster for them. They don't have the manpower to clean this up. And this is not only this island, it's everywhere. And I just want to give you a recent example. I've just come back from a place called Al Ula in Saudi Arabia, just 3-4 weeks ago. And if you look at the photo on the right, and you have some time, go and visit this place. It's one of the most beautiful places on the planet. However, no matter where you go, you always see the garbage, and right next to it, and this is the photo in the middle, you see this little pool of people throwing bottles of plastic and plastic bags in this little hole, and using it as some sort of dump site. And this is everywhere, in the temples in India, in the pyramids, around the pyramids in Mexico, anywhere. And I'm really fed up with all of this. However, there's a technology and there's a solution which we want to talk right now. And this is the WasteX technology. It offers a decentral and high profitable solution for sensitive and environmental problems of our planet, such as waste plastics. So today we're going to talk about this particular machine that you see there. And for this, I would like to send the focus over to my colleague Stefan. He's already waiting to explain more about the machine, what kind of feedstock it takes, how it, what it consists of, how it works and everything. So please take your time and watch the whole video, and I'm going to see you in just a moment, right back here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Sebastian, for this very personal and inspiring presentation. And as we said, I would like to show you one of our units. This plant is actually during the FAT at this moment, means factory acceptance test, and you can see already this modular design. We have the shredder to the left, we have a centrifugal dryer next to it, we have then our silo, and of course the actual pyrolysis module to the right. And this is a WasteX plastic P1000, which you can see here. It usually comes in a 20-foot container, but this specific customer ordered it without a container as they have their own container on site already. So I would like to go through the process with you today, and everything starts to the left with the shredder. We have here a model from EcoCraft, the size reduction machine, and it's a very good all-rounder. It can take some soft plastic, it can also take hard plastic, and from there the size reduced feedstock goes via our centrifugal dryer. This is this blue tower which you see there, where we can dry the plastic flakes to a moisture content of less than 1%, and from there the plastic flakes are stored in this rocket-like looking metal feature. So this is our silo for a day where we store the plastic flakes. And if we go to the, of course we pre-shred it. If we go a little bit closer, how they're in there. Yeah, actually the feedstock which we are using is a sorted post-consumer plastic waste. So it is very dirty, it's mixed. We have a lot of paper in there as well as some nylon. So it's really poor quality feedstock, and this is ideal for our unit because we are capable of processing materials which are usable, usually non-processable, and go currently into the incinerator or landfill. To the right, we then have our actual pyrolysis module. And we can just go a little bit through the process. So from the silo, the plastic flakes are transported in and are first of all compressed in our so-called plug screw or also extruder. So we preheat the material, then we compact it, and then we guide it into our actual reactor. So the reactor you can see behind there, it's a little bit hidden. And what we actually do, you could say, the heart of our process is to use high temperature and have a lack of oxygen in the reactor. And under those circumstances, we crack the plastic waste. So you have to imagine the plastic waste consists of a very long molecule or hydrocarbon chain, and with a high temperature and lack of oxygen, the plastic does not burn, but we destroy this chain, we shorten it, and this enables us to, in the first instance, regain a gas. Yeah, so we obtain a gas, and this gas, which we obtain in the reactor, then goes into our condensation stage, which you can see on the, these are the two condensation stages. So we have a high and a low temperature condensation stage, and there we are capable of condensing the gas, and what we technically obtain is an oil fraction. So the oil fraction, what can you do with it? The oil can actually be used in a generator immediately to produce electricity, but there is a better use case even for the oil. You can sell it on the market, and from Mexico, there would be refining partners. Well, of course, there are refineries directly in Mexico, or what Biofabric would also be capable of doing. We would trade the oil for you and would either go into Houston or into Louisiana. So oil is our main output. We get out of a ton of plastic 850 kilos of oil. So we have a very efficient process. And besides that, we have also byproducts, which is carbon black. It's only 3%, so I don't want to go too much into detail. And we also have our permanent gas fraction. So Not all of the gases will condense into an oil. We do have some gases which do not condense. And what we are doing with the gases is we guide them into a gas generator, and the gas generator produces then electricity for the unit, which means we have a 100% self-sustained system here. This again is the condensation stages from the other side, and where the oil condenses and is then collected as an oil. During the development, we put a very big focus on the automatization technology. So this was one of the biggest keys. We can show you the reason why automatization technology is so important, because we have a continuous system, no batch system, but it runs continuously 24/7. And of course, you don't want to have an operator next to the unit at all times. So it must run as automatically as possible. And I think my colleague doesn't hear me very well because it's a little bit loud over there, but if we can show the touch screen for a second. Yeah, excellent. This is where the operator can monitor the system, can check temperatures, pressures, can see different statistics. And what we offer, of course, you can access those statistics from each part of the world where you have internet access, telephone, smartphone, and we as the manufacturer offer an additional service that we monitor all of our units worldwide on a 24/7 basis. Yeah, so this is basically the WasteX plastic enables us to process plastic waste either into electricity or in a tradable oil. The plant is self-sustained by using the pyrolysis gas, and the only residue which we're having is 3% carbon black, very little, and this carbon black can be marketed, can be sold, for example, to the bitumen industry. Yeah, that's basically our WasteX plastic. And having said that, over to you again, Sebastian. See you soon. Bye.
All right, thank you so much. Welcome back, everyone. And thank you, Stefan, for explaining the technology. And thank you for the entire team of Biofabric making this possible. This exhibition, the Envers Dessert, has been very important to us. Thank you for the organizers, and thank all of you for watching. Thank you for watching the video and the demonstration and everything. And if you want to find out more about the technology, whether it's the plastic recycling or the oil recycling technology, please go ahead and contact us. If you have any more questions, if you're interested in maybe purchasing the machine, if you want to become a distributor for your country, whether it's in Northern America, Central or Southern America, this is such an important technology, as you all know. So please go ahead and contact us, and I'm going to share the contact details with you right now. And here. So the address is Biofabric White Refinery GmbH, Rossendorfer Straße, Rossendorfer Ring 6 in 01328 Dresden, which is a beautiful town south of Berlin. And you can see the phone number down below. And please contact our sales office at sales@biofabrik.com. And if you want to find out more about Biofabric, please go to the website www.biofabrik.com. And again, go for it. Send us an email, give us a call right now, and ask about the technology, and we will send you all the information, all the details about everything that you need right now. So thank you very much, and I see you. Thank you.